the historic Jisan-dong Humanities Trail. Welcome to Jisandong, a cultural town in the city of Gwangju.
Let me introduce Jisan-dong, a village where you can appreciate both traditional history and contemporary culture.
For me, the painter Ogio comes to mind when I think of Jisandong. Have you heard of his notable painting, The South-Facing House?
Of course, O applied Western Impressionist theories to the light and nature of Korea in his artwork. The South-Facing House is a faithful depiction of the Korean Impressionist philosophy that a shade is not an obscuration of light, but its transformation to another aspect.
Don't forget about the social poet Munyongnan, who wrote resistance poetry. As a leader of the Minjung literary movement, Moon suffered hardships, being wanted as the man behind the May 18th Gwangju uprising.
That's right. Moon believed that poetry is like a faith that a poet can grow through. With this literary perspective, he wrote many poems about the era and people of his time. Don't forget, when you visit Jisandong, make sure to stop by the Ogio House.
This is a house where O lived when he worked as a professor at Joseon University from 1954 until he died in 1982. The house is designated as Gwangju Metropolitan City Monument No. 6, a place where you can glimpse the work and life of O. Today, O's daughter-in-law lives in the house, managing and keeping it in its original form. She intends to pass the house down to future generations as a piece of cultural heritage.
This is treasure number 110, Gwangju Jisandong 5-story stone pagoda. Quite a distance from downtown Gwangju, this is one of 2 pagodas that were built in the later Shilla era.
A Sarira case was found in the 4th story of the pagoda. Today, there are only a few 5-story stone pagodas that remain in Gwangju and Jeollanam-do. This is one of the more sophisticated stone pagodas that is typical of the later Shilla style. There is also Jaunsa Temple in Jisandong.
This wooden-seated Amitabha, the Buddha of the Western Paradise, and its relics are designated as treasure number 1507. With its natural carving and gentle shape with appropriate body proportion, the statue is renowned for its design.
Currently, only the statue is kept at Jaunsa Temple. The relics are preserved in Seongbo Museum at Songgwangsa Temple in Jeonnam, Suncheon시. Did you know there is a small spring in the alley next to Jaunsa Temple? It is known to have stayed with the people of Gwangju for over 1,000 years without ever drying out.
It is a historic spring that has served as a water source for the locals in Gwangju since the late Shilla era, providing water to soldiers stationed in Mujingosan Castle.
You can take a cable car or a monorail at Jisan Amusement Park, heading for Gyangrobong Peak. Taking a ride along the foot of Mudeungsan Mountain with their parents is a precious memory that everyone has experienced at least once during their childhood.
The rides taken here will be a pleasant memory for the visitors. Come visit Gwangju Donggu Jisandong, a place to meet precious cultural heritage and have a lot of fun.